So as we walk down the driveway, you can see the lighting that I installed on the trees. It looks pretty cool. Well, good day, homesteaders, preppers, off-gridders, and all you crazy people like myself. But it's a brand new week, and I've got some cleanup to do today. We had a storm come through this past weekend, and I've got a whole bunch of branches down, twigs, and then I got to cut the grass. It's getting a little long, but I've got to check the ground, make sure it's not wet where my mower is going to sink. But that's good for the Leland cypresses because they seem to be growing okay. But we're going to be working on another project, because the project that I know I should finish my projects before I start another one. Well, the farm gate, I'm waiting for some fence posts to come in, and I'll probably go pick that up tomorrow. I decided to go with the 8-foot post, 6-inch, and I got to figure a way to dig a hole. This ground is hard and there's a lot of roots, so either I'm thinking an auger, a gas-driven auger, or I got to bite my tongue and grit down and dig post holes with a regular shovel. But look at that, man. The grass and the weeds are just growing like crazy. But we're going to be working on another project while we wait for that other project to be completed. And I apologize for the noise. I've got the generator running because it is overcast today. But we are going to be talking about security lighting here at the property. Security lighting seems to be like the number one, I say deterrent, but it helps a lot with, you know, critters, people coming around, especially here, because it gets pretty dark at night. I mean, dark. Now, about a month ago, a company called SOROP, S-O-R-O-P, had contacted me about some landscaping lighting. Now, I said, okay, let's go ahead and do it. And so they had sent a whole bunch of these. There were 12 of these, and these are pretty much LED lighting, and it operates off 110. So, and I will show you all that other stuff, how to hook everything up. But what I plan to do is I am going to put it at the base of the trees, facing up on the trees, to give it a little bit of landscaping kind of feel. So that way at night, like for example, the landscape lighting kit includes everything you need for outdoor landscape lighting system. It's ready to install, and you can use it straight out of the box when installing. Be sure to pierce the wire through the connector pins, and I'll show you that. Now, what are the advantages of LEDs? Well, LEDs are brighter, they're adjustable, and they're low powered. Now, this is powered by, if you look at it, by SMD LED beads as the landscape light source, enable it to produce up to 1200 lumens each. 1200 lumens, and only drawing 12 watts. So like I said, it does provide a soft and cozy atmosphere with a 45-degree beam angle and a 270-degree adjustable head. Okay, so I've got everything laid out, and this is what you're going to get in the 12-pack lighting kit. Now, the 12-pack landscape lighting kit includes 12 LED lights, which you see right there, and each of the lights are 12-watt LED landscaping lights, so they're very low voltage. So this right here is the transformer with the multifunction mode. Now, you can choose 24 hours or auto. You can turn on at dusk and turn off at dawn mode by pressing this M button right there. You can also set a timer for 2, 4, or 6 hours under the auto mode. Now, this indoor landscape lights also have a memory function, so it will always remember the last function you set before turning it off. It also has a photocell sensor right there. So, and then if you look on the top, you have off, 24 hours, auto, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 6 hours. And we'll power this up and I'll show you it. But like I said, it's 110. So we will have to use our lead time system. And you know, fairly simple. 2 wires going in right there. And I'll show you that right there. Also, that right there is 100 feet of wire. With these clips, it makes wiring so easy. Now, these clips have 2 pieces. You have this on one side, which you unscrew, just like that. And then you have one more on the opposite side, which you unscrew. So basically you have 3 pieces. Now, the one with this little metal piece that's kind of recessed in, that will go to your light wire. So let's try to hook one up here to show you. So you have 2 wires, a white and a black. Each one will get one of these. So when you unscrew the end from it like that, you slide the sleeve over the white wire or black wire. Then you take your wire and you put it into where that little pin is, just like that. Just push it in there and then tighten up on your screw. So we are done connecting the connectors on each of the lights, and they're all secured. Like I said, you know, it was really easy. So now we have to mount the bracket to the light itself, and this is the bracket right here, and it's pretty easy, simple. You have a screw and a nut on that end. So all you have to do is just put your light on there like that, and if you look, you can go either way depending on how you want to run your light. So to me, I don't think it matters which way it goes. And then you go ahead and just put your screw back in. Like that, and that will be what adjusts the angle that you want on the light. And you can tighten that up once you get it all set. Like I said, tonight we're just going to set everything up and see what it looks like, and then tomorrow we'll do the permanent installation. So if you look at the bracket, on the bottom you have 3 holes. 1 is threaded and then 2 is not. Now they do have some spikes that you will be using to push this in the ground, and basically it'll go in that middle hole and just thread right in. Now connecting your light to the box is fairly simple. On the other end of the wire, the one end is to your module, the other end is here. You can see it'll just go right into that slot, and then you just go ahead and tighten your screw. Now what I recommend is you lay your main line out. The light that is in the farthest is going to be at the end, just like this. So but this is just temporary, just to show you. And then now we're going to go hook it up to my power source. Alright, so we got power onto the module. Now one of the options is you can do this from sunset to sunrise, and when you do that you can also program it for 2 hours. So let's go with the 2 hours. Okay, when it gets dark it'll come on. Just like that. And then when the sun comes up it'll go off. We could go to 4 hours. Once you got it on the 4 hour mode, okay, it gets dark, should come on, sun comes up, it goes off. So you can adjust that for 2, 4, or 6 on the photocell. Okay, so this is one of the trees that I probably want to get it lit up at night. So let's go ahead and insert this right here. Okay, I've got one light in the ground, and then we're gonna point it up tonight. But there's one. Okay, so let's put the second one in. That we are probably gonna put probably right here. Push that in the ground there. Okay. And I think the third one, we probably would like it over here to get the trees. I probably will put that right over here. I'm so glad the ground's soft. Okay, and then the fourth one, we should put back here. How's about we put that right here? Okay. All right. Okay, so we got our lights temporarily set up where we want them. I'm going to go ahead and run the 100-foot of cable to the box, and the box will be on the outside of the cabin, and we'll have to wait till tonight to see what it looks like. So hopefully it'll look good. So, but that's the setup. All we have to do is operate it, and then we should be good to go. So I mounted the driver here, control box on the wall, and then I ran these wires. And I didn't want to bore you guys with me mounting this, but it's just 2 screws in the back. It sits right on, and then I can control it from here. Now I do have this is just temporary, the extension cord, so I can show you what it looks like tonight. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All easy mounting and setup. So wiring was really easy. So from the light, it just comes to these screws. You just loosen the top nut right there, and then put your wire in between and just screw it back down, and that's it. You didn't have to cut or anything. So I got that one there. We just got to wait until it gets dark so we can see what it looks like, and if I like how it is, then I'll just go ahead and bury the lines tomorrow and then put the other lights up. If I don't like it, I can angle it up, adjust it, but we got to wait till it gets dark. So pretty much that's it for now. So let's go have some dinner, and we'll be back. It's dark out. It just doesn't look like it. The camera automatically adjusts, but yeah, that's the trees there, and that's the other one there. So it looks pretty good. I'm really impressed with it. So gives it a pretty cool night look. So as we walk up towards the carport, I'll have a bright LED light that's going to be, it's a motion light that'll pick up here in just a second, and right there. Man, it's bright. But as you can see, it lights up almost the driveway all the way down to the end. So having good lighting is pretty paramount. But yeah, so we're going to call it for the night. And all right, gang, we're going to go ahead and end the video. We want to thank you guys for watching it, and I hope you guys got some ideas of what you can do around your property. And this kit was very inexpensive. You can go to the Amazon store, the SOROP, and I'll put all the links and descriptions in the box below. But we want to thank them for sending us the 12 light LED kit for the off-grid property. It looked really good last night, and I can't wait to put the other 8 up. And as soon as I get more wire, I'll probably put them up along that line there as well. But yeah, we appreciate it. If this is your first time here, hey, consider subscribing. like and comment, and we appreciate it. We're getting close to our 2,000 subscriber mark, which I'm pretty stoked. But anyway, we thank you again, and until our next video, this is Off Grid Gumby out.